Anyways, welcome back to Comic Studio, down here once again with Turbo Concept here, and welcome back here as we're gonna be trying to search like this thing. As you can see, for some sort of last video, there must be some sort of sand cookie. Isn't going to be with for some sort of his girlfriend like this thing. Nope, that does not able to be for such as couples, or is it my wife as well? It's not my wife like to do this as well. And we're gonna be continue search for Dump Comic Studio. So looks like I never done something right here, and right now we're gonna be going to Cherry's Dump Comic Studio, as we're gonna be jumping right here as really quick. So let's start for so quick as well. Even for the images like themselves are blocking it off as well. So it looks like as we're starting off the characters that we're gonna be seeing for the art gallery, which isn't appropriate or something. The last video is going to be for ages or rating at 9, or to do this ourselves that we're gonna be going for 10 years and older. So let's just going to scroll a little bit, going down a bit, and it's not that pretty good like those things, including a weapon over here. So let's just try to add spoilers over here, which means not this. So let's go for the personnels for the OCs. They are not able for some sort of characters. The first thing is McKay 3.0, and she doesn't have any arms to do this. Another one is the McKay 4.0, which she does have any hands, or just like absolutely having any harms as well. And McKay 5.0, which it does have any hands. And what about this? I think this is actually for the multiple versions of the McKay series, and we got absolutely reaching for the 5.0. And though not any friends, because their personalities for the OCs such as Kyren, Ace, Xinchin, and Petanali, or some sort of a Petanil, or the Petanil, and which is include Estelin, Eclipse, King, Kurushimu, Kilza, Frey, Tsuki, Tsuki, Henzai, Quarnet, Vivini, or Vaini was actually pretty hair like this thing. Jerry, and finally Shipai. Oh dear, that wasn't going to be for such as good characters. Probably that how wonder it was a Japanese characters. So recently that was a yes, of course. We didn't actually use for some sort of a king as well. So we're gonna be putting for around for itself like an automobiles, Japanese persons everywhere for some sort of over here. So non-anime or some sort of an anti-manga as well. So instead of art gallery, we're gonna be using, nope, we don't have any user sprites. As you can see for the notice as well, Cherry's Dump's Comic Studio, or some sort of Cherry's Dump, is owned by her. Good on me, I may be good at art. Unfortunately, I wasn't good at art some way, that I'm gonna be using for some sort of computers that drawing for a little bit inappropriate stuff. So instead of OCs like that for something, we don't have any props and effects like anything from those, except the background, but it's only have one, and the OCs too. So let's just bring here for many more like those things, but I can't able to do this like everything before. So we're gonna be added for multiple of those things. No submitted sprites whatsoever. If I'm gonna be added somewhere like what it is, it was actually for one purpose, like it's gonna be going for one over here. So this isn't going to be for such as friends. I genuinely, this is really frustrating for me as well. And for another time, I couldn't able to find some submitted sprites like anyways. It took over for many hours, and it took like anything as well. So how many characters that we got? It was definitely a lot, as we possibly that we just pretty known about here. So why everything was actually for only one character? Even that you know it is, that you're gonna be scrolling down, especially that she used a knife, that after that is actually gonna be using for a paintbrush. And what about for some sort of a small humans? Not even possible that turns into corrupt as hell. So even though that isn't going to be for finding as well, we're going to be using a studio crossovers that I wasn't able to go find something like else. And I please, this should be for the age of 13 content as well. Not even for those things as well. For Cherry's Dump Comic Studio was actually even for some sort of a weird stuff as well. And it was exactly like More Hell it was. And this for right over here. So I won't be right back for just anything as well, but that's all the quirks and features, instead of many more other kinds of the backgrounds and many more sprites, such as for the items and effects. It would took only many minutes if this something was actually that they just added from for the Cozy Cafe, Comic Studio, and Fluffy City, like anything it goes. So we're gonna be using for the Cookie Run Together 2.0 with some unofficial OCs like anybody as well. So as we completely spoken to added as well. And let's just not to know that we just actually spoiled up for new cookies as well. As believe it or not, we have for some sort of anything as well. So I recently that we just remember and we just already see the results like themselves for adding like any of those things. But so this is actually going to be getting a little bit much more smaller as well. So, I cannot believe it, that is actually going to be the end of this video, you boys, as well. So, this is actually from the Egg Foo Young, and it's probably like themselves as well. So, this is actually when they're friends that I remember for these videos on the storyboard, and I felt this is actually that we're going to be end of this video as well. So, we used it as those cookies from Cookie Run Together, and for some sort of for the Cozy Cafe and the Fluffy City as well. Nothing as original characters like Cookie Run original characters like with the fan arts as well. Cookie Run, I mean original characters like Cookie Run like fandoms of stuff as well. So I'm not gonna be talking about this, but that is all the end of this video, of course. If you possibly that is going to be finding out as well, you might go in to check out this comic studio, link in description, but contains around for the age of 9 that you're gonna be viewed to access this one. And of course, the main website is gonna be linked in the description, and isn't going to be for everybody as well. That changed up to 13 as well, that I just completely decided as well. Thanks for watching and for all your support, and I'm gonna be see you in 2 days as well, and I'll be signing off just for the meantime. That I'll be see you mini lads and comic studio users all later.